Hey guys, I'm going to show you something really interesting that's been discovered, and huge shout out to FTJ Gaming. I give him a lot of shout outs, but he does a lot of digging and he likes to look into information, and he often finds some really cool stuff. He showed me some information the other day and I definitely want to show it to you guys, and it's pretty crazy stuff and I don't really know how I feel about it yet. And this is going to be regarding the Chaos storyline. We've had the 8-year-long Ether story, which is actually still kind of going on, and the storylines for zombies are a really big deal. The Ether storyline was huge and really epic and just plays a huge part in zombies. So for Black Ops 4 zombies, they're giving us a new storyline, the Chaos story, and we're expecting and hoping for big things with it. It's still really new, so we're kind of waiting to see what all's going to happen. And when it comes to Treyarch and their ability to create a good story, we do have high expectations, and we are hoping for something pretty amazing with Black Ops 4 zombies. We expect Treyarch to be innovative and give us new ideas and new storylines, and the Chaos story seems to be that, but there's a possibility that it's not actually a new type of story. We already know that the Chaos storyline is themed heavily on ancient alchemy and also this mysterious, powerful order of Illuminati, but the main theme of the Chaos story seems to be inspired by another video game, and you would never guess this. So the main focus around the Chaos story is Scarlet. She is on the hunt to find her father, Alistair Rhodes. He went on a pursuit hunting for something and he disappeared, so she's got these other 3 characters with her trying to help her find him. And that's the part that seems to be inspired by another video game. They've actually even used some of the same names and everything. And after reviewing all this information, I can't tell if Treyarch is trying to leave little Easter eggs for us, hoping that we will figure it out, or if this is something they don't want us to ever know about. It's kind of weird, and I'll just show you guys all the information and you can decide for yourselves. So the game I'm talking about is called Pitfall, and Pitfall has several games in its series, and it actually started out in the early 1980s. It's got like 7 or 8 games in its series, and it goes all the way up to 2014. That was when the last one was made. It seems as though the Chaos storyline is based loosely on the version called Pitfall: The Lost Expedition. This edition of the game is set in 1935, and the main character is called Pitfall Harry, and he is a fearless, rough, and ready treasure hunter from the Pitfall series. He returns to help a beautiful archaeologist rescue her father, and in the video game, her father has gone missing, and he is looking for an artifact, and that sounds a whole lot like the Chaos story. So in Pitfall, there is this young woman looking for her missing father. Her father is on a pursuit of an artifact, and her father's name is McAllister, and the Chaos storyline's father is named Alistair. So 2 women with the same goal and the same fathers looking for the same type of thing with almost the same name. Just looking at this information, you might not think too much about it. It might just seem coincidental, but there's a whole lot more that ties these 2 stories together. There's some more information about this that's more clues towards this being some weird part of the Chaos story. In one of the comic books, it talks about Diego, and it's based on his backstory. There's a scene where Diego goes to meet Alistair, and Alistair presents him with some type of literature, and it says Pitfall on it, and it's clearly a picture of Diego. It looks like it's some kind of collection of 20 thrilling stories that are fact and fiction, and clearly it says Pitfall up at the top. So that's definitely some weird connection, but it just keeps getting weirder. If you go to Blackout and you have to pick up the quest piece for Diego, it's a Pitfall magazine. It reads Tales of Pitfall, the new adventure of Mexico's son Diego Nacali, January 1912, 15 cents. And that's clearly Diego holding onto a vine and holding onto a woman. And if you think back to the Pitfall game that I showed you guys, The Lost Expedition, it talks about how the main hero was trying to assist a female in looking for her father. And if you read the description on the cover right here, it kind of leads you to believe that maybe that's what's going on here too. It says it was an impossible job, a task no man could accomplish, and that's exactly why he took it, from a grin that kills. So in addition to the comic book mentioning Pitfall and then it just being right in your face Pitfall on the Blackout quest objective, this magazine cover also matches the Pitfall 1980s version of the game. So I don't really know what's going on here, but there's some pretty clear connections, and the Pitfall series is developed by Activision. And in addition to that, the Pitfall version of the game, The Lost Expedition, is voiced by Steve Bloom, and Steve Bloom is the voice actor for Tank Dempsey. So a lot of just really bizarre connections here going on with these two games. I don't know if somebody at Activision was originally a writer on this game series and they just loved it so much they wanted to try to put it into the Black Ops 4 Zombies storyline. And to show you just how similar these two stories are, I'm going to show you guys a couple of cutscenes. This first one is this guy talking to this archaeologist lady. She's trying to find her father. She calls him McAllister, and that's obviously a lot like Alistair Rhodes from the Black Ops 4 story. And this main hero is voiced by Steve Bloom, so you might recognize the voice, but I'll let you guys watch.
Woohoo!
What are you doing up here?
I'm looking for wild orchids.
A wild orchid named Kevin McAllister? Bittenbinder told me everything. You're here looking for your deadbeat dad.
He was no deadbeat.
Oh yeah? Then where is he? Why'd he put himself in harm's way when his first responsibility was to his family?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, my dad was a loser too.
Nothing you've said has made me feel better, Harry. I'm leaving.
Nikki!
That's what my dad called me. You don't know me well enough to call me that.
There's something I've got to tell you.
What?
What I said? I'm sorry. Listen, if he's alive, I'll find him.
I've been following his trail. I think there are more clues in that temple east of here, but I can't get in.
I'll do it. I don't know the meaning of the word can't.
Then you'll probably need this.
Hey, St. Clair's still prowling around. I had a run-in with him and his guide, Puska. I think that guy's some kind of shaman. You wouldn't believe what I saw him do.
Really?
Wait for me here.
I'm not stopping till I get in that temple. Think you can keep up with me?
So there's really no denying the similarities here, and I'm still just really curious, like, what was going on in those boardroom meetings when they designed the storyline, and why are they adding in Pitfall of all things? There's another scene where they talk about them going into the temple to get the artifact that her father was after, and they find her father dead. So I'm wondering if this might also be what we see in Black Ops 4 Zombies, that when she does find Alistair Rhodes, her father, he will be in fact dead. I'll let you guys watch that cutscene.
No spirit. Piece of cake. Thought you were gonna stay outside.
I thought you might need my moral support.
Well, we got lucky. No spirit to fight. But there's an artifact in here I need.
We need... It's my dad!
So yeah, spoiler alert, Alistair Rhodes may actually die at the end of the Black Ops 4 storyline. But let me know what you guys think about this. Make some sense out of it if you can. Comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next video.
Thank you for watching Glitching Queen's video. Hoorah!